What's up guys, Uwe here, and today I'll be showing you how to know the correct pressure for your tires. So to know the correct tire pressure for your tires, you could simply open your door on the driver's side and you'll find it here. So on the door jamb, you could find this sticker containing the information of your tires. So on this 2019 Honda City, it will contain the tire size, which is 185 over 55 R16, and then the rating 83H, and will also display ratings for kPa, kgf per centimeter square, and as well as PSI. Further looking down, you see a diagram of your car. So if you're gonna run below 160 kilometers per hour, you should inflate your front tires at 220 kPa or 32 psi. While on the back, you should inflate your tires at 210 kPa and 30 psi. If you're gonna run 160 kilometers per hour or above, you should inflate your front tires to 140 kPa and 35 psi, then the rear tires at 33 and 230 kPa. It will also contain information for your spare tires. So different cars will have different tire pressures, so not all of them will have the same tire pressure. So one factor is because they have a different tire size. Like for example, this one, 2008 or 7 Toyota Innova, and it's an MPV, so it's a much larger vehicle, so it will have a different tire pressure compared to a subcompact sedan like the 2019 Honda City. So for this MPV, the Toyota Innova, it will have a 230 in the front and 230 at the rear if you have only 2 passengers including the driver. So that's kPa. I think it's estimated like around 30 or 31 psi to 30. I'm not sure. Just search it. Then if you have 7 passengers or more, you should have your tire pressure at 230 kilopascals and 250 kilopascals at the rear. 230 for the front. So if you cannot find your tire pressure info on the door jamb, it might be on this section of the door, or maybe on the passenger side, same location, or even at the door side. Or if not, you could always check your owner's manual for the information about your tires. So as you can see, my tires at the front are at 32 psi. Then tires on my back, or the back tires, are at 30 psi. So I'll take the car for a drive for a couple of minutes, then we'll check the temperature after driving. Never check or inflate your tires after driving. Always check your tires or inflate it before driving, like for example early in the morning or before you take the car out for a drive. That's because after driving, the temperature of the tire will already increase, and so does your tire pressure. Your tire pressure will have a much higher reading than before. So when your tire is hot, the pressure is much higher. This is because of Gay-Lussac's law, that temperature and pressure are directly proportional. So if you increase the pressure, or rather if you increase the temperature, your tire pressure will also increase. So if you don't believe me, before driving, check your tire pressure, then take it out for a drive, like for a couple of minutes. Then after driving, recheck your tire pressure and you'll see a difference. The tire pressure will go up compared to what you have read before. So if you have checked your tires, you'll observe a PSI written on there. So that's not the recommended PSI for your tires or tire pressure. It will be always written on the door jamb or on your owner's manual. So this is not the recommended PSI. That's just the max PSI. So you should never go over 44 PSI because the tire will likely to explode or burst. So think of the tires as an aerosol can. So aerosol can contains propellant, which is highly volatile, and same thing goes for the tires, which contains air but not highly volatile. So if you throw the aerosol can into a fire, it will explode. And same thing goes for the tires. If you drive it, it will generate friction, and friction generates heat. If you have too much tire pressure, your tires are more likely to explode. Okay, now let's check our tire temperature, or rather tire pressure after driving. So driver side front, before it's 32. Kinda let air out there a bit. So after several minutes of driving, so from 32 it went around 34.5. Let's check, or rather 35, or 33.5 rather, sorry, 33.5 PSI. 31, 32, 33. Yeah, 33.5 PSI. From 32 to 33.5. Now let's check the passenger front. 32 as well. So they're from 32 to 34. 34 PSI after driving. Now let's check the passenger rear tire. So before it's 30. After driving, it became almost around 32. Now let's check the driver's side rear. So before 30 as well, same with the other side. Let's check the temperature up, or rather the pressure after driving. Same, from 30 to 32 or 32.5. So there, the tire pressure increases after driving. So if you underinflate your tire, the outside, this part, the outside section of the tire will wear out faster compared to the middle. So if you overinflate your tires, the middle section of the tire will wear out faster compared to the outside. So always inflate your tires at the correct tire pressure so that it will have an even wear. Overinflating your tires will have the center portion bulge out, while the opposite happens if you underinflate your tire. The outer sections of the tire will bulge out compared to the center. So aside from uneven tire wear, your tires will also affect your fuel economy. So if you have an underinflated tire, it will have more rolling resistance because your tires will have more contact with the road, thus requiring your engine to use more fuel than it should be. So aside from uneven tire wear and fuel economy, your tire pressure will affect your handling as well. So for example, on a rainy day, or you're driving on a rainy day, if you have your tires underinflated, you're more likely to hydroplane. While the opposite happens, for a sunny day, you'll have more grip. That's why you should follow the factory recommended tire pressure for your tires, because those tire pressure ratings are already suited for every situation that you might encounter in your daily driving.